Hi, I didn't expect to kick off my crochet podcast with this topic, but there we go. So there is a company called nha that offers crochet course for 400 euros. Well, almost 400 euros. And I need to talk about it. Like, I need to talk about it because it's ridiculous. But let's start from the beginning. So this company, it's I would say a serious company. I mean, they were part of STAP budget, which is like a government fund for people to further their education with courses. They offer professional courses, they offer language courses, and some hobby courses. And lately, they started advertising their crochet course heavily on Facebook. And I'm getting those ads every time I open my Facebook app. And every time I see it, I'm like, I need to talk about it. This is ridiculous because I checked it out and I don't think it's worth the money. I have my own experience with nha because I was taking Dutch course through them. And if this course looks anything like the Dutch course, then I'm tempted to call it a scam. And let me explain why, right? So, this course contains texts, graphs, and videos. There are no online classes. Like you can connect with your teacher through Zoom. They don't offer that. They offer only text and videos. You can submit your homework and you can ask questions, but it's like one question per lesson. So if you have more than one question about what you're currently busy with, you have to crumble it all in one question and pray that the teacher answers your question. So in my experience, the feedback you get from the teacher, it's lackluster. I would submit my Dutch homework to my teacher and I would just get a score. I would get like short answer, oh, you did great, oh, you did terrible, and that's it. There was like no feedback, what went wrong, what grammar rules I was, missing, what should I focus on, nothing. And if the teacher who covers the crochet course is the same, like acting the same, I don't think it's the same person, but is acting the same, then it's not even worth to take this course for the teacher's feedback because there will be close to none. Well, I don't know. I didn't take this course, right? But my own experience tells me they don't have too much time to focus on you personally. But I didn't take this course, so I cannot speak on how it looks with the teacher. When it comes to the course materials, I requested a trial lesson because I was curious. I wanted to see what's in there. So you have 14 lessons. You also get your starter pack, so you can crochet amigurumi. I think it's a giraffe or something. Basically, those 14 lessons cover everything that you can find for free on YouTube. Like, I'm not joking. I went through the topics. I didn't see all the lessons, only the trial lesson, which showed, all the stitches you need to learn, like how to chain, how to do single crochet, double crochet, right? So this is the lesson that they show you how the course will look like. But from the topics I saw, they don't cover like anything that you cannot find on YouTube. And okay, the course itself, it's in Dutch, it's targeted towards Dutch people, but in the Netherlands we have huge community of crocheters and knitters. Everyone crochets. Random people on the street stopped me because they were into the same craft. I bet There is plenty of Dutch crocheters who do tutorials on YouTube, even in the comments section under the Facebook ad. There were some people saying you should just take like in-person classes for this price, because when I calculated it, I think it came down to less than 40 euros per lesson. I'm not sure how much exactly. I also went online and checked how much would be like in-person class, and in Amsterdam, right? Amsterdam, you can go to in-person class for 30 something euros. It's 2 hours class or something like that. There was also a person offering like a workshop for 60 euros. But you have someone who sits with you, watches what you're doing, corrects you as you go, right? Gives you tips for the same price or slightly bigger price. But yeah, I think if you're starting out and you want to have a teacher, you want someone to give you feedback, workshops and in-person classes are better than paying someone to watch videos you can watch for free here on this app. Aside from online classes, you also get like a crochet starter pack, which includes yarn, hooks, I think darning needle and stitch markers, all the basic things you need to start crocheting. But to be honest, you can go to Action, get crochet hook set with multiple sizes for less than 3 euros. You can get your yarn in Action for very low price. Or Zeven. Zeven has very nice acrylic yarn. I would recommend if you're looking for acrylic yarn. Zeven is a place to go if you live in the Netherlands. But the thing is, this course, it's not worth 400 euros. I know that there are some paid courses online, and I know they don't include this starter pack. They are much cheaper. They are like 50 euros or something. If you really want to pay to learn how to crochet, you can find much cheaper courses online. And of course, you have to get your own crochet hooks. You have to get your own yarn. As I said, you can get it for very cheap in your local store. It's just not worth it. There are extensive videos, like full crochet courses online for free. You have very cheap, cheaper than 400 euros. Like, I cannot wrap my head around it, because, okay, you get the teacher's feedback if it's any good. Like, as I told you before, I have my own experiences with that. I just cannot wrap my head around the fact that they ask for 400 euros for something like this. Because, for example, let's say you're starting out, right? You went to the store, you got like very basic things that you need to start crocheting. You go to YouTube, you start following the tutorials that you can find online, and something is going wrong. Like, you don't know how to do something, or your work didn't turn out the way you thought it would, right? There are plenty of groups, forums online where you can ask questions, and you have plenty of people who are willing to help you out just because. And they don't ask for any money to give you feedback, to give you tips, to tell you like, you do this and that, you can make it work like this. Oh, this is what went wrong, you shouldn't do this, you should do that. There is a huge community online. It's 2024. There is a huge community online of people who are willing to help you out. if you're watching this video because you wanted to take the course with nha, please don't sue me for this. Don't take this course. I didn't take this course, but I know what's included. I know you can learn it for free. Here, like, I don't have my own basic crochet course yet, maybe somewhere in the future. There are plenty of resources. I personally wouldn't do it. Not only for the price, I wouldn't call myself like experienced crocheter. I'm not a beginner anymore. I'm somewhere in the middle, right? But let me tell you how I started my crochet journey. I went to action, basically. Got my crochet hooks and some yarn. And I still use my very first crochet hooks because, they were €3 and they are great. And I just started following videos on YouTube. Yes, on YouTube. I didn't spend €400 to learn how to crochet. I spent a couple euros on basic materials, and then I spent a couple more euros to do projects that I wanted, and then another project and another project and another project. And I started my YouTube channel to share my journey with you. And one more thing when it comes to tutorials online, right? When I do my tutorials, I know someone could have explained it better than I do. I try to be very thorough when it comes to explaining the things that I'm doing because I see the questions that people ask on those, Facebook groups, on forums, and I try to answer them as I go with my videos, right? But sometimes you just don't click with the person that is making the video. Sometimes you need to watch more than one video to understand how to do something. And I would advise you to do that. Like when I was learning, for example, Tunisian crochet, I watched more than one video and then tried to do it myself. When I was learning corner to corner, I also watched plenty of videos before I started doing my first corner to corner project. Same with like other things. I would watch like 2-3 videos on the topic, or tutorials, or follow the tutorial. Sometimes one video explains it very good, but it's not enough for you. You just have to watch couple people do the same thing to be like, oh, I understand now. And I'm not saying that the course they offer is bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying it's very basic things that you can learn for free. You know what also looks bad? Deleting comments. There were plenty of people who were giving them feedback, like, it's too much, you cannot ask this price for this course, like, no. And all of those comments are deleted. And I know it's their livelihood and, they want to sell this course, but yeah, you can start crocheting for less than €10. I'm sorry, that's the reality. This course for €400, in my opinion, feels a little bit scammy. That's just my opinion, right? I already told you what I would do if I was starting out, if I wanted to learn how to crochet. Just go to your local store, get the cheap hooks, get some yarn, and just get started. Don't pay €400 for it. I know I'm repeating myself, but if you made it so far, thank you very much for watching. This is the first episode of my crochet podcast. And I didn't know that I will kick this off with this topic. I was seeing this ad constantly and it was bothering me. And I was like, I need to talk about it because it's ridiculous. So there we go. When it comes to my podcast, I'm not sure about the schedule yet. I think in upcoming videos I will work something out when it comes to that. So if you're interested in crochet content, please consider subscribing to my channel, give this video a like, and let me know what do you think about this course. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!